Somebody in my Discord, he's just new to Guilty Gear, he was like, what's an FD? And I was like, you know that green thing that goes around you? That's an FD. And he was like, okay, cool, I know how to do it. And then he comes back and he's like, what do I use this for? What I'm gonna show you is defensive reasons and movement reasons. Yeah, FD stands for Faultless Defense, or FD's nuts. To do this, you just hold down two attack buttons that aren't dust. So I just do punch and slash. I'm gonna have Soul run up and do a little string. He runs up and tick throws me after. That's just a pretty standard offensive sequence. Now watch what happens in this offensive sequence when I use FD. I'm gonna FD here the whole time. Notice when he runs up to throw me, I'm too far away. He has created so much distance that by running up, he can't reach me. And instead of just letting him run up, now I could backdash or sweep him, or you know what I mean? I could do whatever I want to do to catch him while he's running up. Now, a great example of this as well is I'm going to have him just do a whole string. In my other video about, you know, basic tips for Guilty Gear, I showed this exact Gatling, right? Finishing with that big heavy slash. And if you notice, if you look at my inputs, I tried to hit my H, hoping that he would miss and I could slap him with my own H. But obviously, it doesn't work. Now, if I FD, notice how the green shield comes up. If I FD, look at how much distance I create. I create so much distance that his H whiffs, and I can slap him. This is really important for stopping tick throws, for stopping people running up on you, for stopping these long strings that people are trying to do. It's very nice. Now, a more important example I think that a lot of people will appreciate is in Guilty Gear, you'll notice that if you run, there's kind of like that slide at the end where Soul has to run and then stop. Now, instead of just running and then him having to put his hands on his hips and he's all tired and stuff, you can just FD to stop immediately. See that? I can just stop directly in place. I'm gonna have Zato do drill. Notice that when Zato does this first drill, I'm holding back. I've already tried to start blocking. Wait, I see a drill. Please stop running, Soul. But Soul, he has to slide and then stop, right? He carries the momentum. So I still get hit by the drill. Now look what happens when I use FD. See that? Easy peasy. Just run up and FD. Dealing with projectiles, dealing with pressure, it's like a bajillion times better. This is how you run up throw. Welcome back to the original example. How do you think in the very first example, I did this string, I ran up with Soul, and I stopped and threw my opponent? I used FD. To use FD, it costs a little bit of tension gauge down here. To do the FD break, like run and then stop, it takes so little. In fact, you build meter while running at your opponent, so like you're gonna be fine. It also stops you from getting chipped. It also allows you to block in the air. It's very important.
Listen.
How do you run? You just hit forward, forward, and you hold forward. How do you press forward? Just go, psh, you slap the stick. Right? And if you play Soul, you fucking run the block. That's the character. You're just like, yep, there he goes. Oh, man.